how it began to unfold. Lord Shiva narrated to Ma Parvati of Sri Ram's greatness. We also saw Ravan, Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan receiving their boons. And we saw also how Ravan grew in arrogance. Bhudevi, Mother Earth, cried out under the weight of his sins. The gods turned to Lord Vishnu, who promised to be Sri Ram on earth. And in Ayodhya, King Dashrath was blessed with 4 sons, Ram, Bharat, Lakshman and Shatrughan, bringing great joy to the Raghu dynasty. Tonight, our story continues as we ended with the 4 toddlers, Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan, playing with their father, King Dashrath, and their mothers. Now, these young princes have grown and, guided by their guru, Vashisht, and blessed with knowledge and strength, we go center stage where we see these young princes now grown up. I would like to remind everyone to also partake of the delicacies across in our kitchen: hot sada roti, chokas, corn soup, wontons, palori, and much more. We have 2 minutes for you to run across to the shed and get your sada roti and chokas to enjoy tonight's production.
Night 2 of our Ramleela celebration, for our Ramleela podcast series, where we celebrate the timeless wisdom and devotion that the Ramayana has to offer. Each night brings itself a new magic, a new spin, a new awakening to each and every one of us. And tonight we have our special guest, Dr. Roma Jagannath. She is one of the young doctors of the Mandir, and she is also a powerhouse. So I would like to welcome you to tonight.
Thank you very much, Pandit.
So let's start off our podcast. I'd like to ask you tonight, why is Ramleela so special to you?
Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram to the wider audience. Sitaram Pandit. Just a correction, I'm actually not one of the younger members of the Mandir anymore. So in reflection, Ramleela is special to me because, as I said, I'm not as young as I used to be anymore. And as I sit here, I actually see the banner saying for the love of children. So the theme of Ramleela this year is for the love of children. And that is why Ramleela is really special to me. I remember Ramleela as a child, and it's really a depiction and an epitome of part of the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Where we, as Hindus, not everybody understands what we do, and not everybody understands what the Ramcharitramanas means. And it's a unique way of delivering in play form what the Ramayana stands for, what the Ramayana really means. And in unique fashion, because we live in a multicultural, multi-ethnic society, we've actually incorporated in Trinidad and Tobago many of the other aspects of Trinidad and Tobago. So the food, the dance, the music, the lights, even the podcast. That's a unique way. So I love Ramleela because it has actually, one, it educates the wider public. It gets our children involved in part of the religion and part of the culture which they may not have gotten involved in if they just go to a mandir every Sunday morning.
That's true.
And three, it has been allowed to transcend time. Not just time, it has transcended generations, it has transcended borders and boundaries, because the original Ramleela came from India. But the Ramleela that we celebrate today in open forum with Trinidad culture is part of our culture, it's part of Trinidad culture now. So that, I think that's why I love Ramleela. It is uniquely Hindu, but it actually is incorporated in the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
That is something that is important, and because it incorporates everyone from all races. It has no boundaries.
Yes,
That's
there's no boundaries, because if you look around tonight and you look around any night that you come to Ramleela, you will actually see people of all ages. I mean, from the babies people bring out to Ramleela, you'll see the older ladies, the older men here who help in the kitchen. It transcends ethnicities. You'll see people of all ethnicities in Trinidad and Tobago that come to Ramleela. And they don't just come for the food. They don't just come for the music. They come to learn something from the drama that we play.
Yes.
So that's special to me, because I think it is an incorporative, it is a integral part of Hindu culture within the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
I agree. And today being the second night, I know that you're familiar with the Ramayana and so forth, and the play itself. What makes the night itself special for you?
Well, unlike other nights when people like to come closer to the end of the Ramleela, where the burning of the effigy of Lord Rama, because it's more dramatic. I actually think tonight is special because we fall in the period of Navratam as well, and I'll kind of put it together why I think it's so special. Tonight is where Lord Ram and his brother Lakshman, it's the post-adolescent era for them basically. And in that post-adolescent era, we go from where Lord Ram, who is actually the master of the universe in human form, shows us where innocence now meets the harsh realities and some of the hard lessons that we have to learn in life. So one,
as children, they would have learned all that they needed to become the princes of Ayodhya. They would have mastered archery. They would have learned the academics and all of the scholarly knowledge of the Vedas and Puranas. They would have now been prepared to return to the home of King Dashrath, who was eagerly awaiting their return.
Pranam, Guruji. My sons, they have returned. My sons. Oh, my sons, so many years, so many years. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. I am blessed. Today I am truly blessed. My sons.
And so, King Dashrath welcomed the princes back to his home. They went straight away to their mother's chambers, who were also eagerly awaiting their return. It was truly a happy and momentous occasion. As we would all know from our own experience, when we go off to school for a long time and return at home, it's truly a beautiful time to be back at your own homes. Meanwhile, while all was celebrating in Ayodhya, in the forest hermitage, the sages sit in prayer. In the forest, the sages sat in prayer, their mantras rising with the smoke of the sacred fire. Sage Vishwamitra, along with his rishis, gathered to perform their daily havan.
Om Namo Narayana. O Rishis, today, once again, we must perform our tapasya, our yajna, in hopes of freeing this forest from the torments of those evil rakshasas. O Rishis, please, let us sit in prayer and gather by our havan.
And so Vishwamitra sat with all the sages to perform worship, to glorify our divine Bhagavan. Om Agni Mile Puhrihyam Yagyasya Devam Rityusham Hudaram Ratnaratamam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Engrossed in meditation, engrossed in worship to that most divine form of Bhagavan, these sages continue to pray again and again without knowing the trouble that would take place. When adharma arises, even in the quietest of place, disturbances are made.
And so, in the peaceful forest ashram, while chanting their mantras, descended.
Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki!
Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki!
Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Look at my beautiful forest. The trees, they are dead. The rivers are dry. There's no animals to bother us. Home sweet home. Life can't get any better than this. What is that? What does that smell? Who there performs havoc in my forest and fill my forest with smoke? Fill the air with their mantras and their puja? They come into my land. The trees bow to me. The animals bow to me. And even the wind bends towards me. And these people think they can come in my forest and humiliate me? Never! 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 This is unacceptable. No. Tadaka, I wasn't always like this. I was once this beautiful Yakshani, blessed with great power and strength. I lived in the same forest with my husband Sunda, and my pride and joy, my sons, Marich, and he went out in search for food. And he stumbled upon a Yajna where fruits and grains were set out. And my husband, he decided to take a few fruits as he couldn't come back home and bear the tears of his hungry children. As he was leaving with the fruits, these rishis, they killed my Sunda my husband, my beloved, they killed him just for taking a few fruits. When I found this out, I was enraged and I sought revenge on these rishis. As I was about to attack the powerful Sage Agastya, he was too strong for me and he cursed me as this hideous Rakshasa. And since then, no rishi, no sage is allowed to perform their havan in my domain. I know what I shall do. My sons, Marich, Subahu, come here. Marich, Subahu.
Subahu? Ain't she calling? Oh God. Let me go and see what she wants. Raja Rawanjiki!
Jai!
Oh Mataji, you have summoned your sons. Tell me, what troubled you, Ma?
My son, I want you to look in the distance, far out, and tell me, what do you smell?
You tell me to look, but you're asking what I smell? Ma, I don't know what you smelling, you know. But the only thing I smelling is he right now, you know. He is what I smelling.
Tell it a bit before you come. Smell again, my son.
What is that?
Son, that, the scent, tapas.
Tapas? That is unacceptable, Ma. Everyone out there knows that no one is allowed to perform tapas in your domain, Ma. And if they are doing so, they must be worshipping you.
Yes, my son. These are by praying to their gods, when everyone knows in this forest, everyone bows to me. I am Tadaka, sister of the great Rama.
Yes, Ma! Yes!
Yes, my son. Now I want you and Subahu, my strength. You're my weapons of vengeance. And you all to take 10,000 of the Royal Rakshas army. Search every end of this forest down to the shores of the sea till you find out who's performing these havans. And if these people hesitate to stop, shall pay with their lives.
Yes, Ma! I like the way you think. I shall go there together with my brother and our most powerful Rakshas army. And I shall search far and wide for these rishis or whoever is performing this tapas. And I shall make them pay. Yes, Ma.
Yes, my sons. I want you to go now and take them.
I shall leave at once. Oh, what? Ma, let me try it again. I'm ready this time. Come on, Miami! Let us go there! Let us go to the deep ends of this Dandak forest and destroy whoever is performing this tapas. And we shall pay, let them pay with their lives.
Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki!
Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki!
Raja Rawajiki! Jai! Raja Rawajiki! Jai! Raja Rawajiki! Jai!
Yet again, O Rishis, yet again, we have failed to perform this tapas. Yet again, I, Vishwamitra, has the spiritual merits to destroy all of these Rakshasas. But why?
Why should I destroy them when the Lord himself, Orishis, has descended on this earth with us? I must venture by myself to Ayodhya in hopes of meeting with King Dashrath, for I would need his eldest son, for only he can help me. Orishis, please stay and perform our Hawan how many times it takes until I return with the Lord in his form.
And so, this is the depth of adharma, to mock devotion, to destroy worship, to silence truth. Yet, the Sage Vishwamitra, does not lose faith. In the Ramayana, it is said that when evil seeks to destroy prayer, the earth itself trembles. Just as the forests suffer when polluted, or the rivers choke with waste, so too does dharma suffer when devotion is attacked. Yet the sages hold fast to their faith, knowing that help will come. One day, a protector will arise. Let us now see what Sage Vishwamitra does next. Sage Vishwamitra journeyed to the palace of King Dashrath in Ayodhya. Once a king himself, Sage Vishwamitra was now a rishi of great power. But even with this great power, he could not keep the Rakshasas at bay alone. Let us now go to that palace of King Dashrath.
Raja Dashrath ki jai. O great king, I have received a message from the royal guard. Holy Vishwamitra is entering Ayodhya.
Sage Vishwamitra? I wonder why he has come to Ayodhya. Anyhow, let us make preparations to welcome him. Let us, Sumant, where's Sumant, gather all the things to welcome. Let us get arti, let us get garlands, let us get some flowers. Let us go to meet him.
And so, King Dashrath, along with his royal messenger, and all of those in his kingdom rushed to greet that Sage Vishwamitra. But he did not know at this time that Sage Vishwamitra was coming to make a request that would change the course of history. As customary, they brought all that they needed to greet this great learned rishi.
Guruji.
Oh, pranam, Raja Dashrath.
Guruji. We are truly blessed that you have come into my kingdom. Listen, I am sure you have a reason for being here. But before we speak, come, you need to rest. You need to rest, come. Guruji, today you bless Ayodhya. Today you bless my throne. Please be seated. I know you have something. There's something on your mind. I know you have to. There's a reason for you being here. But before we speak, Sumant, let us get Sumant. Let us honor the sage in the most fitting way. Gather for me all the items that we need so that we can perform our rituals. My queens, could you assist Sumant to get all the things that we need, all the items?
And Sumant, he gathered all the articles necessary for worship to a guru. He would wash his feet. He would take care of him, massage his feet, knowing that this great sage had come from a very long distance. After doing all of that, he would perform that arati, and so reverently he would welcome that guru to his home. Just as our scriptures have taught us that our guru is God and our guest should be treated equally to that as Bhagavan. As that sacred light is waved around that guru, he blessed him with all his heart that he would be successful
ॐ सज्जं चारवर्ति संयुक्तं वैनायोजितं मया दीपं गृहान् दिव्येशं त्रैलोकानि प्रदिम्रभो.
Sumant, bring refreshments, bring food, bring drinks for our Sage Vishwamitra. Surely must be tired after his long journey. So, Sage Vishwamitra, I know there's a reason. There's a reason for you coming to my kingdom.
Oh, great king. Yes, there is a major reason, and I seek your assistance. But first, let me thank you for your hospitality. Oh, Raja Dashrath. I come here asking you.
Whatever it is, you ask me. Whatever it is, I will give to you. I, Raja Dashrath, King of Ayodhya, will give to you whatever you ask. Ask and you shall receive it.
Your words, they meet your stature. O king, my rishis and I, in the forest, we are burdened by these evil Rakshasas and their mother Tadaka. O king, I ask for you to give me your eldest son, Rama, for he is the only one that can help us in the forest.
Great sage, are my ears deceiving me? What have you asked? What are you asking?
O king, please entrust Rama into my care. I promise you, no harm will come to him.
Ram is a mere boy. I cannot send Ram. What does he know about demons and the tricks of demons? He can't fight the Rakshasa. No, I will send my entire army. I myself will go with them. I will accompany you to the forest. I will protect you. Me and my army, we will protect you. But I cannot send Ram.
O king, I come here asking for your assistance. And upon greeting me, you told me anything I ask, you would have given to me. You dishonor your ancestors in the past. O king, in the past, your ancestors would honor their words.
Parting with Ram will be the death of me. I can go with my army. I can go with them right now if you wish. But I cannot send Ram. I cannot send Ram.
O king, you once again are dishonoring your ancestors. Tell me, did I come here seeking help and not getting any in return?
And so King Dashrath began to ponder. He trembled at this request. How could he send his young son, who had just returned home, into danger? Yet, as the Raghukul dynasty teaches, when Dharma calls, even the kings must bow.
O king, if my wishes cannot be fulfilled, I I must seek assistance elsewhere. You have wasted my time in coming here.
Oh, great sage, please calm down. Please let me talk to King Dashrath and persuade him to send his sons with you. O great king, O Maharaj, O King Dashrath, it's unbecoming of you to go back on your word, your promises, for the things you have promised. You will lose all your merits for what you have achieved. Please send Lord Ram and Lakshman with this great sage.
Guru, you have always given me good advice. And if it is your wish for me to send Ram and Lakshman, then so be it. Sumant, get me Ram and Lakshman.
And so, this great sage assured King Dashrath that Sri Ram was born for this purpose. That Sri Ram was born to restore Dharma, and that he would be the one to bring peace to the world. He told King Dashrath, have no fear, do not worry. Your sons would be in the great hands of Sage Vishwamitra.
Ram, Lakshman, Ram, Lakshman. Go, seek the blessings of your mothers.
Pitasri, Guruji, Vashisht, Revered Rishi, Vishwamitra. Tell me, why have you called myself and my brother here?
Today, my sons, I send you with Guru. I send you with Sage Vishwamitra.
Rama, paying respects to both his mothers, his fathers, and his guru, knowing very well that the story is about to unfold, the reason he came and took avatar into this world. Rama, paying respects to his father, left for the forest with his Guruji. In that house of the Raghukull, honor, sacrifice, duty and righteousness, this is the legacy of Rama. And this is what he portrayed in his life as he moved along.
Oh Rama, and Lakshman, I have asked your father for help. You see, my rishis and I, in the forest, whenever we perform our tapas, those evil rakshasas or princes, they torment us. They out our hawan. They throw blood, bones. Countless times we have tried praying. But to no avail.
And so Vishwamitra, looking at the forest, explained to Rama how desolate, how dreary, how this forest have come to become so lifeless.
Guruji.
Rama, looking on.
Oh, Guruji, you have brought us to this forest, myself and my brother. But never have I ever seen a place so devoid of life, Guruji. All I have known is the great city of Ayodhya. Bhaiya, look around. Look around at the trees, Bhaiya. Where are they? Only dried stumps remain on the land, brother. Even the skies. No birds fly through the skies. No deer or squirrel runs on the forest floor. Why, even the streams and the rivers, even they are empty of any water or life. How has the earth become so polluted, Guruji? I ask, how has mankind managed to destroy the very thing that we depend on for life? Oh, Vishwamitra, these are my questions to you.
Oh, princes, what you see before you is the Dandak forest. It is so barren now. For once, it was filled with joyous laughter echoing through the streams. The rivers, they flew endlessly. The trees, there are no trees. They have been burned down by this Tadaka and her army of Rakshasas. This was once my home, and now it is desolate. It pains me to see the place I grew up in become so treacherous. Please, oh Ram, oh Lakshman, please help me. Help me destroy these Rakshasas and this Tadaka as we venture in deeper into the forest.
Guruji, this is the reason that you have brought us here, and for sure we shall do as you wish.
And so, Vishwamitra explained to Sri Ram and Lakshman why this forest looked the way it did. The trees whispered with fear for the demoness Tataka, her heart consumed by rage.
rishis, they come into my forest again. Then I send out my army to end their heaven. OMR, oh my Ravan, sent out my army to disrupt their heaven, and they are back. Do these sages think that they can humiliate me in my forest? But they are with two mere mortal princes. Does these sages think that these children can protect them? They come into my forest, fill it with their smoke and mutter their prayers. They think their gods can protect them? I'll show them who the real queen is! Baja!
Circle. Stay on this side, stay on this side.
And so Sri Ram and Lakshman defeated the great Tataka. This moment was Ram's first trial to destroy not only the demon before him, but the fear within. With his arrow, he ended Tataka's terror. The forest breathes again. And here lies our lesson. When greed and anger poison the earth, it is courage and dharma that restores her beauty.
Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki!
Raja Ravanjiki, Jai! Oh my reach, Usubahu, I have some troubling news for you.
Oh, royal messenger, troubling news? This can't be. What news do you bring, messenger?
I've now heard word that your mother, Tadaka, has been destroyed.
What? Destroyed? My mother, our beloved mother, Tadaka, destroyed? Oh, Subahu, this is unacceptable. And I know who has to pay the price. I am sure that it is those same rishis out there in the forest. My brother, you know what we shall do? We shall take the entire army, and this time, you and I shall go out there. With our strength together, we shall defeat these rishis once and for all, and we shall avenge our mother's death.
Yes, brother, we shall wait no more. These rishis, their lives, we must take their lives over here.
Yes, my brother. If that is the rishi, this is me.
Yes.
My brother, gather the army. Let us set foot and go out there. Baja.
Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki! Raja Rawanjiki!
Round 2. Fight!
While the demon army, the Rakshas, prepare to destroy Sage Vishwamitra, Sri Ram and Lakshman, to avenge the death of their mother, to avenge the death of their queen. Vishwamitra and Ram and Lakshman, they made preparations for Yajna. Vishwamitra, having been pleased at the defeat of Tadaka, he blessed Ram and Lakshman with that most powerful mantras, Bal and Atibal.
Oh, Rishis, I have come with great news that evil Tadaka was defeated by the prince I sought out alongside his brother. Oh, Rishis, we can now do our tapas while they protect us outside our hermitage. Let us begin, for we shall not fare anymore.
And so Vishwamitra, before making preparations for his havan, he would have blessed them with the Bal and Atibal mantras. These mantras will serve to equip Ram and Lakshman for the preparing battles ahead in the future. This shows the relationship between the Guru and his disciple in preparing them for life. Ram and Lakshmana, they prepared that yajna, they protected that sacrifice for which Rishi Vishwamitra would be performing. Om Namah Shivaya Shandaya Shambhave Namah Vineshwar Namastubhyam Bhuteshwar Namostude. Om Shuklam Varnam Devam Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavarnam Dhyayeta Sarvighnopashantir. Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Namaha. While the sacrifice, while this yajna is being performed, as the havan smokes enters into the atmosphere, purifying it, removing the negativities around, these Rakshas, they smelled it, they heard the mantras being chanted, they knew that sacrifice, that yajna was taking place. And so they marched forth to terrorize and to interrupt this yajna. Let us see what takes place.
Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Marich! There they are! Oh, my royal Rakshas army! Attack those rishis at once! Attack my army! Attack! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki! Raja Rawajiki!
Fall down.
Within moments, the entire Rakshas army of Marich and Subahu was eliminated. Sri Ram's arrows were like the rays of the sun, destroying darkness wherever they fell. And so the battle ensued. And within moments, Subahu would be struck down. Sri Ram's arrow was hurled toward Marich, and Marich was hurled 100 yojanas far into the sea. Marich was hurled far away, powerless, but yet to return to this Leela. And so Sage Vishwamitra completed his Yajna. And this ashram became known as Sid Ashram.
बोले श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय, श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय।
These two young princes having cleared the forest of that negativity, beauty and divinity returned to that forest. The animals, the trees, they seemed as though it was happy. And so, while this was happening in the city of Mithila, let us see what takes place.
In the kingdom of Mithila, far from Ayodhya's forest, a different tale was unfolding. King Janak, ruler of Mithila, had a beautiful daughter, Sita Devi. She was born of the earth itself. She was the gift of Bhudevi, pure and radiant as the lotus itself. From a young child, Sita Devi showed all that she was no ordinary princess. She was indeed divine. Let us now go to that kingdom of Mithila, where King Janak and his consort Sunaina are seated in the palace.
Sunaina, my queen,
Ji Maharaj.
I have been thinking that it's about time we have another swayamvar for our daughter Sita. Until now, no one have been able to lift, much less to string that bow. She's getting older, and I think it's about time that we have another swayamvar. You know, when that bow was gifted to her, we were told that the one who will be able to lift and string that bow will be worthy to be her husband. But I'm afraid we have to do another swayamvar to find such a husband for our daughter.
I agree. Maybe this time, we might find that worthy person.
And may your good words bring luck to this other swayamvar we will have. My messenger, Sumant beta.
Oh, where's that messenger?
He's so busy, you know. Everything he tends to.
So busy.
Oh, here he comes.
Come. We have good news, come.
Raja Janaki Jai!
Sumant, I see you've been busy. But we have yet one more task, a great task to ask of you, Sumant. You see, Queen Sunaina and I have been thinking that we would like to have another swayamvar for our daughter Sita. Sumant, I would like that you travel the lands far and wide and extend the invitation to all of the great kings, noble princes, and great warriors. And my good friend, Vishwamitra, please extend a special invitation to him. Maybe his divine presence will bring good fortune to this swayamvar. Go, my loyal messenger, and spread this great word.
Yes, O Raja Janak. Raja Janaki Jai!
Jai!
And so, King Janak and Sunaina decided that once again they would have a grand swayamvar. They wanted so much for their daughter Sita to get the right person for her hand in marriage. And so the messenger set off to invite all of the suitable princes to attend this great swayamvar.
Oh Ram, oh Lakshman, I must once again, on behalf of the rishis and myself, thank you for helping us in the forest. We performed our tapasya in peace. It has been a long time since we felt so happy performing for our Lord. I'm sure your father must be so proud.
And so Vishwamitra was pleased that Sri Ram and Lakshman had accompanied him and helped him to bring that peace back to the forest.
Raja Janaki Jai! O great Sage Vishwamitra, I have been sent here by King Janak of Mithila to invite you to his daughter Sita's swayamvar.
King Janak? Oh, great messenger. King Janak is one of my closest friends. Please, tell him I will journey to Mithila and attend the swayamvar. O Ram, Lakshman, seeing that Raja Dashrath entrusted you into my care, I will take you both along with me to Mithila.
As you wish, Guruji.
Let us begin our preparations. The journey is long.
And so Sri Ram, Lakshman and Sage Vishwamitra prepared to journey to Mithila. And tomorrow, far away in Mithila, Sita awaits, pure as the earth itself, gentle yet unyielding. She awaits that destiny that would move toward this divine union. Until then, let our hearts be filled with that same devotion that has guided Sri Ram's hand. Sri Ramachandra ki
Jai!
Sri Ramachandra ki
Jai!
Sri Ramachandra ki Jai! Sri Ramachandra ki Jai! And that brings us to the end of Day 2, Palmiste Ramleela celebration for the love of children.
Jai Shri Ram. Beloved sisters and brothers, once more we have come to the end of the second night, and to all of the wonderful children, their parents and the custodians, and everyone looking at us, those people who are maybe all over the globe, and others who have crisscrossed the land to be here this evening, to be part of the Ramleela celebrations here in Palmiste Park. More so to recognize this year, it is a reminder to everyone that we are to be stewards, custodians of the environment. Bhagwan Ram's life on earth, Maryada Purushottam, much of his earthly sojourn was in the forest with the trees, with the animals, befriending the downtrodden and the lowly, the simple people. It is a wonderful message that is so old, yet so relevant and so important for us in a day where we see so many divisive walls raising their heads. Today, I look at my left and I see so many Tasa drummers, so many brothers, sons who would have come together with Sanjay, and I think it will be a discredit to not ask them to come on stage and give us at least 5 minutes of Tasa. So we welcome them on stage. All the Tasa drummers, quite a number of them. I've seen them all over trying to set their drums. And you know, music in our tradition, Sangeet, somewhere in the audience we recognize an icon, legend himself, Raymond Ramnarayan, his wife and the family, and others who are here with us. Music is not entertainment per se. Music is devotion. In Hindu tradition, it is called Sangeet, song, dance and music. It is the very act of worship to Bhagwan. So the drums, the taza or tasa as we call it here, is an important and intrinsic part of our tradition. And today to see after so many years, youngsters like Sanjay, like Damian, and so many of the other brothers, many of whom I know very well, coming here tonight to put their hands together. There are some others coming up, making their way. And let us now listen to the rhythm. Let us enjoy the music just for a few minutes, and then we shall bring the curtains to a close here. So recognize all of you who have, without your presence, without an audience, the most important thing for us to remember, a leader without followers, what a kind of leader is he? That he has no followers. Likewise, you have all of this effort, all of the Ramleela taking place on this, the second night, to see the outpouring of all of you, leaving your homes, the comfort of your homes and families, coming here to listen to the voice of Sandhya, my daughter, Pandit Visham, and everyone else. We would like to recognize you all. We'd like to recognize the Prasad family. Every year they support by doing Prasad, by giving so much towards culture. Mr. Mohan Prasad and his 4 sons, and by extension his children and grandchildren. We'd like to say special blessings to them tonight. And back to the members here on stage. Tasa takes the spotlight. Ramleela celebrations in Palmiste Park for the love of the children. And we now join in these wonderful moments of rhythm. Rajaram. Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Qualitech Tasa Group, led by Sanjay and company. Maybe all stand for Arati. One moment we'll be finishing tonight. Please remain and have Arati. Join in the Arati, give the blessings to the children. So we all join in one verse of Ramayana Arati. Everyone will sing together. Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki. Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapi ki. Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki. Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapi ki. Arati Shri Ramayana Ji ki. Kirati Kalita Lalita Siyapi. Let us clasp our hands and meditate upon the feet of Bhagavan. After performing puja, elaborate Havan, Arati, worshipping Bhagavan Ram, and of course reenacting the beautiful evening of devotions, we pray for traveling mercies and blessings. And as we turn to Bhagavan who is within us, we pray that His guiding hands will be a motivating force to grant us as parents, as children, as family members, protection. Let us all join and blend our voices. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Chasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sanatana Dharma ki Radha Ramachandra ki Jai. Blessings to everyone. Please partake of the Aarti and other offerings that are here. Remember, whatever contributions in the form of food stuff, all that is happening there in the kitchen, it is all volunteer services by everybody. So it is the funding that is from the kitchen and people who contribute oil and flour. Different things will be a very important platform for the success of Ramleela. You look around, it's a lot of stuff here, and everything would have had a cost to go with it. So we'd like to thank everyone for their continued support and your contributions. Blessings. Let us now enjoy some beautiful music from Hulk Sounds, Randy Mongru and team, Lullaby Lighting, and of course there may be a little podcast at the back with Deep Focus and his team as well. Sandeep Maharaj, Jovan Prasad, Shane Singh, and the entire team. We again recognize all the members, distinguished members who would have come here, musical icon Raymond and his family, his brother, his children, and everyone. Sitaram, and blessings to all the children. Please raise your hands and give them some blessings. Sitaram, Radha Ramachandra ki Jai.
Podcast series where we celebrate the timeless wisdom and devotion that the Ramayana has to offer. Each night brings itself a new magic, a new spin, a new awakening to each and every one of us. And tonight we have our special guest, Dr. Roma Jagannath. She is one of the young doctors of the Mandir, and she is also a powerhouse. So I would like to welcome you to tonight.
Thank you very much, Pandit.
So let's start off our podcast. I'd like to ask you tonight, why is Ramleela so special to you?
Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram to the wider audience. Sitaram Pandit. Just a correction, I'm actually not one of the younger members of the Mandir anymore. So in reflection, Ramleela is special to me because, as I said, I'm not as young as I used to be anymore. And as I sit here, I actually see the banner saying for the love of children. So the theme of Ramleela this year is for the love of children. And that is why Ramleela is really special to me. I remember Ramleela as a child, and it's really a depiction and an epitome of part of the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Where we, as Hindus, not everybody understands what we do, and not everybody understands what the Ramcharitamanas means. And it's a unique way of delivering in play form what the Ramayana stands for, what the Ramayana really means. And in unique fashion, because we live in a multicultural, multi-ethnic society, we've actually incorporated in Trinidad and Tobago many of the other aspects of Trinidad and Tobago. So the food, the dance, the music, the lights, even the podcast. That's a unique way. So I love Ramleela because it has actually, one, it educates the wider public. It gets our children involved in parts of the religion and part of the culture which they may not have gotten involved in if they just go to a Monday every Sunday morning.
That's true.
And three, it has been allowed to transcend time. Not just time, it has transcended generations, it has transcended borders and boundaries, because the original Ramleela came from India. But the Ramleela that we celebrate today in open forum with Trinidad culture is part of our culture, it's part of Trinidad culture now. So that, I think that's why I love Ramleela. It is uniquely Hindu, but it actually is incorporated in the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
That is something that is important, because it incorporates everyone from all races. It has no boundaries.
Yes, there's no boundaries, because if you look around tonight and you look around any night that you come to Ramleela, you will actually see people of all ages. I mean, from the babies people bring out to Ramleela, you'll see the older ladies, the older men here who help in the kitchen. It transcends ethnicities. You'll see people of all ethnicities in Trinidad and Tobago that come to Ramleela. And they don't just come for the food. They don't just come for the music. They come to learn something from the drama that we play.
Yes.
So that's special to me, because I think it is an incorporative, it is a integral part of Hindu culture within the culture of Trinidad and Tobago.
I agree. And today being the second night, I know that you're familiar with the Ramayana and so forth, and the play itself. What makes the night itself special for you?
Well, unlike other nights when people like to come closer to the end of the Ramleela, where the burning of the effigy of Lord Rama, because it's more dramatic. I actually think tonight is special because we fall in the period of Navratam as well, and I'll kind of put it together why I think it's so special. Tonight is where Lord Ram and his brother Lakshman, it's the post-adolescent era for them basically. And in that post-adolescent era, we go from where Lord Ram, who is actually the master of the universe in human form, shows us where innocence now meets the harsh realities and some of the hard lessons that we have to learn in life. So one, he meets Vishwamitra, who he was a little apprehensive of meeting in the first place, but that Vishwamitra became one of the noble souls who guided him throughout his life. And those lessons learned would guide him throughout his life. Now, because we're in the period of Navratam, and the other lesson that I think we're going to learn tonight is about women. And that is particularly special to me, and I'll tell you why. Tonight's kata, or tonight's drama, is going to be where a big part of the drama is going to be where Lord Ram and Lakshman, under the tutelage and under the guidance and under the urge of Vishwamitra, asked Lord Ram to slay a demoness called Tataka.
Yes, correct.
This gives us a few lessons. Lord Ram was actually a little apprehensive about slaying Tataka because she was a woman. And it teaches us a few lessons. Just like the Mahabharata said, when you are to defend what is righteous, when you are to defend your kingdom, and when you are to defend people who are being taken advantage of, whether it is your family, whether the person is male or female, whether the person looks like royalty, whether the person is well dressed, it is your duty to actually destroy that which is making others unhappy.
Yes.
That's the first thing. And two, as I said, because it's the period of Navratam, people don't often recognize the power of women.
Right.
And in both senses, in the other aspects of the Ramayana, and this is another one that's not really always expounded, the message of Tataka and the message of why Sri Ram had to slaughter Tataka or remove that demoness. Tataka was granted the boon of being stronger than 1,000 elephants. And every woman has that boon. they're mentally, physically, emotionally stronger than most males in society. But it's whether we choose to use those talents and use those strengths for the good of society, or whether we choose to torture and make the world unrighteous. And we have that power. Every woman has that power, right? And I think it's a lesson that Ram learned. And he also learned the lesson that not because you come from nobility, because she came from a very noble family, means that you will always be noble and you will have the authority upon others. And he was guided, I think, in his early life to recognize that. And those are important lessons that he learned. So that's why tonight is actually special to me. Yes. Because it is a piece of the Ramayana that is not always expounded in our setting. And I don't know why, Pandit. Maybe it's because we don't like to say, well, you know, female form in some form sometimes has to be criticized, or female form sometimes have to be destroyed. But you have to understand, it's not just female form. Demons or the unrighteous come in any form.
Yes, that is correct.
They come in any ethnicity. They come in any religion. And it is our choices that make us that way. Yes. It's not our lineage, it's our choices.
And that's something that's stated in the Gita. You know, whether or not race, religion, whatever the case is, Arjuna, he was taught by Lord Krishna to uphold his dharma, uphold his duty.
Yeah.
You know, and don't falter in that, whoever it is, whether it is family, whether it is a friend, or even foe, you must stand for that righteousness, which does not change.
That's why I really do love the Katha tonight, because it actually teaches in the form of Sri Ram, because he is the incarnation or the avatar of the Lord who walked the earth to teach us certain lessons. And it's an important lesson that we learned, and he learned it early in life, and that's why I think he was able to recognize unrighteousness in any creature that he found after.
You know, being in your field, I'm sure that you meet a lot of people from you know, various cultural backgrounds, various religious backgrounds. Somebody may approach you and say, what is this Ramleela about? What is this Ramayana about? Why is this big celebration? How would you explain that to somebody?
Well, yes, we do, because we live in a multicultural society, multi-ethnic society. And that's why I love Ramleela, as I said, because it's become an integral part of what we do. So Ramleela, Leela comes from the Sanskrit word, or the Sanskrit meaning, Leela meaning a play. It's a cosmic play. And Ram is the master of the universe. So it's really a play or drama about Lord Ram's life. So every year we choose certain aspects of the Ram Charitramanas for the 10 nights. The key aspects, or aspects that we think that we could learn from or have some, get some morals out of. And we look at Ram's life, which is really why he came on earth, right? So we look at the journey of Ram's life in drama form. And in typical Trinidad culture, it's no longer just a play. We have incorporated our food, we've incorporated our music, we have incorporated our dance, we've incorporated our color, we've incorporated every sector of what we do in Trinidad and Tobago as Ramleela. So not only is Ramleela a method of teaching by the way of drama, which it really is, which it started as. And it's important that you brought up that concept, right? Ramleela came about in the early days in Trinidad, and my own theory is, because I wasn't around then, but this is my own theory. The Ram Charitramanas was initially written in Sanskrit, and they criticized authors that came after when they translated it into different languages, including English.
Yeah.
And I think our foreparents, when they came here, because a lot of them could not read, they could read neither Hindi nor English, but it was a way of expressing and a way of teaching what was in a book in drama form, so they learned it. It's also a way of teaching other cultures what is written in those books, and more essentially is a way of teaching and incorporating the young to understand what is written in our holy text.
Yes, and I think that is important because it is not only a story of Ram slaying Ravan, but it has so much more meaning to it. The lessons that is learned night after night, that can be taught and applied in our daily lives. That is something that we should not overlook.
And I am particularly proud tonight that you all have chosen, Pandit has chosen some of the kathas that are not always the well-expounded kathas. Yes, we all know about Ram defeating Ravan and the burning of this monster with 10 heads. Again, we have to look at why does Ravan have 10 heads? He was one of the greatest devotees of Lord Shiva. And again, Ram learned the lesson, although you are a devotee of the Lord, when you do the unrighteous, it means you have to be destroyed. And those are lessons that he learned early in life, and those are lessons that we need to teach the next generation.
All right, well, thank you so much for being part of tonight and being part of this podcast. Jai Sitaram.
Sitaram. Thank you all very much.